Come on, Shion. I gotta find my smokes. We gotta get the hell out of here. Come on, come on.
Well, I know what I'm saving. Jane. Saw man.
It's time, Red.
So, yeah, guys, listen. I had a long talk with 3 people on Twitter and decided that we need to let it go. We need to let all the bullshit go. It's turning into a bit of a hoarder house, and I think there's no better
Looks
time.
like my studio before I started cleaning it up for stream
Yeah.
again.
Well, there's no better time, because it literally is perfect. Denji's apartment just got burned down to the ground, so, so is our studio. So here's the question, right? As I bring in the fire, where's the fire? I have a question. Okay, so this is how we're gonna do this. In a fire, typically, you're a person. You're in the studio. Let's say you're in your house and this catches on fire. You got 2 hands. You can save 2 things. Each one of us can save 2 items. So a total of 4 items will be saved. I'm going to save Rios's porn art and something else I have to choose, and then I need you to go and look at here, I'll send you a picture, and I need you to decide what 2 items you want to save. That's the fun way I'm doing this. Isn't that fun? Aren't I fun?
Yeah, you're fun. You're fun.
Thanks. Okay, so I'm going to send this to you. Now you get 1 item per hand. What 2 items will you save? Here you go. I got to think of my second item after, because obviously we were all going to save Rios's porn art, obviously. Like, that was never going anywhere.
As a cat owner, I'm saving the cat.
Aw, boo. Let him die.
No!
Okay, so the cat, and then what else? It's going to be sad to see the gay flags go. That's what I'm kind of eyeing those, but I don't know.
You can buy like a bundle of them on Amazon for like $2.99.
That's true. We'll let the dogs die, though, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. The dogs can die.
I kind of Okay.
I love that our studio is canonically more on fire as there's a fire extinguisher right there.
Yeah, our
Fire's
asses
too big
are
for the
not
fire
using
extinguisher.
that fire extinguisher.
As somebody addicted to nicotine, I think the cigarettes have got to be saved.
Cigarettes and the cat?
The cigarettes of the cat.
Okay.
Fit my
I'm
lore.
going to save Rios's porn art and... fuck, man.
His logic would dictate, like the cell phone, I can always get reimbursed because it's a house
I'm
fire.
not going off of that. I'm going off of what picture do I want to still be up there. What about the Denji simp card? No, I'm not doing that. All the bullshit on the desk, I'm fine with getting rid of. I kind of like the door, but like the door without. Oh. I'm saving the Rios porn art and the buy flag. I'm sorry.
That's fair.
That's
fair.
represent.
That's fair.
Okay, what's the best way to go about deleting all this? Because we're never bringing it back. You say, I should just make it invisible, but we're never bringing it back, right?
Well, you can't delete it during a recording. So you'll have to,
Can you not?
You cannot during a recording. You can disable scenes, but you can't.
Let's see.
Unless that's in the new update.
Are you sure you wish to remove door? No,
They've
it's definitely
changed it.
letting me. Yeah.
That is fucking life-saving, actually.
Okay, so I'm going to. All right. Well, hot dog. You want to say a couple? You know what? This is gonna. This is a whole thing. Would you like to say a few words for the door that I just killed?
You were a good door. You didn't save us from the fire.
Yeah. And in fact, deleting the door first was probably a bad idea because now we are trapped in here. I think I think as we go through, we should reminisce on, because everything here I added because of something that happened in the Chainsaw Man series. So okay, the door I think was because of Fujimoto loves doors. There's a lot of door stuff going on, and I think it was the chapter where they got dropped into that weird. Was it hell? I don't remember. They got dropped into. They were getting chased by like a thing that Falling Devil was trying to feed. Do you remember? It was like a big grotesque.
Yeah.
And then like fake Sawman popped out of the door and he was like, "Run! You have to run for like a whole day or something." Good times. Goodbye. Warning: fall hazard sign.
OSHA will fine us horribly, but we'll be fine.
OSHA's gonna be real pissed. Yeah, I can't even add on that joke. That was a good joke. Let me know if you ever stop being able to hear me at any point, because I'm so nervous about this microphone. Just like
Okay,
if I breathe
will
on it
do.
wrong. Anyway, yeah. Falling Devil was one of the best parts of this current part, and I hope to see stuff on that level again. Goodbye, Falling Sign. Goodbye. Picture of Nostradamus. Surely you are going to be the main villain of Chainsaw Man Part 2. I can't wait to see Nostradamus himself rise from the grave. And,
Fucking wild that could actually happen.
I mean, knowing Fujimoto, maybe, you know. I think, if you remember correctly, the reason we added that picture was because the joke, there was a chapter where, I don't remember who said it, but there was a chapter where someone was like, well, how, you know, we need him to save us from Nostradamus. Instead of, like, wording it as, like, Nostradamus' prediction, they just said, he's got to fight Nostradamus. And I don't know if that was a mistranslation or if they were just being, like, you know, they were shorthand, they were just talking fast, but it made it sound as if Chainsaw Man was going to have to fight Nostradamus.
Listen, in all honesty, Nostradamus made a lot of people really annoying on the internet, so...
Yeah. It makes me think of, Record of Ragnarok. Like, it's gonna be Nostradamus, but he's gonna be, like, fucking yoked as fuck and somehow have, like, the power, that really weird angel girl will, like, grant him some god power that is, like, thematically relevant to the shit that he did as a human.
God.
He's got the power to...
Brunhilde.
Oh, yeah, dude. Nostradamus
fucking...
he'd have, like, future sight. He'd be like, and he's got the eye of... I don't know, some god of the future, because he made such good predictions. It's like a Nostradamus. He tapped into the realm of the gods, and he could see the future.
Hey, yo, Faboyo, I see you there.
All right, goodbye, Nostradamus. Oh, let people know what's happening. I'm finally clearing out all the bullshit. The bullshit's getting cleared out. You'll see it in the actual video. All right, goodbye.
We're reminiscing on all of the shit that was on the screen. It's finally happening. He's saying, I want to say it on stream, Hanako's fucking peak.
It really is, dude. Did you read the most recent chapter? Yeah, I read it last night. So good. Man is Hanako's evil twin brother. Just to explain it to you, Vex. Hanako's evil twin brother is just on a straight murder rampage right now. I mean, he's doing that Ukiura shit where he's just like reaching his hand into people's chests and pulling out their innards.
God, yes. I need to get on the Hanako train. I really do.
It's great because he is a little baby child. He's like fucking 12. I mean, it's complicated. He's dead. He's a ghost. He's been a dead ghost for like 50 plus years, but he's physically he's like a 12-year-old little baby. And
so I'm going to say it here in the recording as well. I'm slowly starting to buy, starting next paycheck, a box set of One Piece every so often. So that way I can fucking hop in and give my thoughts as somebody who've read it. Basically, because my brain was like a goldfish.
The best way to experience One Piece is reading the manga, for sure.
Yep.
Goodbye, Denji simp card. No one has ever been a bigger simp than Denji, and he is a card-carrying member of the simp club.
God, yes. So like you and Thurman did a video back in the day on Fire Force like that. I think I should do one with you on One Piece when I get caught up.
Sure.
That way.
I'm still yeah. Goodbye, Denji Sim card.
Denji Sim card is gone. That was an interesting one because you added like 3 layers of bullshit to that. Because you pulled a Sim card.
I don't know where...
Wasn't it like a Kronk thing that you modified with text originally?
Like I just found a simp card that someone had already made, and then I just put Denji's picture over it. Hold on. Simp card. No, it's Arthur from the PBS show Arthur. I don't know why. That must be like a... What is that a reference to?
I have no idea.
Yeah, if you Google simp card, it's just Arthur, bro. Anyway, I just put Denji over it. And yeah, you know, I mean, like, I think he was simping pretty hard in that chapter. I'm trying to remember it might have been one of the chapters where he's like, no, I'm never going to disrespect myself like that again. And then she's like, I'll do whatever you want. And then he's like, okay. You know?
Yep.
Goodbye.
That was S.H.N's.
No, it was definitely earlier than S.H.N. I think this was something he did with Asa in the aquarium, because that was an early one.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goodbye, dogs. Sorry to old yeller you like this. I know you're living creatures and there's 2 of them too. You know, I'm over it.
Faboyo just read volume 18, and he's getting caught up finally. Soon. Yeah, and
Oh, I thought you were caught up. My bad. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, just so you know, yeah, Tsukasa's murdering people where I'm at right now. That's fine. I mean, that's not a spoiler. Of course he's gonna do that.
and mentioning Record Ragnarok, I'm going to do a catch-up stream for the last like 6 or 7 chapters that I missed as well.
When Adam died, it was over for me. I thought I wanted him to win. Adam was my little baby, my little
son of man.
Mm-hmm.
Also, winner of the Ragnarok tournament. Okay. You know
I'm
what?
so happy Adam, the first human ever to exist, was canonically like an e-boy.
Right?
A little fuckboy. The model of which we are all based is a little fuckboy twink. And remember, no, I'm not gonna go there.
I stand it. You saw in my hockey.
Fantastic.
What I'm dealing with now, and I hate myself.
Okay. Goodbye. Chinese takeout food on the desk.
We should have thrown that out a couple months ago. Let's be honest.
I think it's gross.
All the food, the hot dog,
Oh yeah, they're all growing like an ecosystem at this point. I think we added you because Fami was super. Fami gave you as an example for why she doesn't want to wipe out the human race. So I'm glad that the Chinese invented their cuisine so that we could live on. Same with the Italians. Thank you Italians for inventing pizza, which I am now deleting. Because you are one half of the reason why the devil that represents famine doesn't want us to die. Thank you, Italians, and goodbye, pizza. Hot dog, I added you pretty recently, and it was to represent Denji's dogs dying a gruesome, horrific death. Thank you for that. Goodbye, burger. I don't remember why we added a burger. Did Fami mention burgers? I don't think so.
I think it was, around the time they were meeting with Yoshida.
Was Denji just slobbing on a fucking burger? I don't remember.
The first time it was the cake, right? And then
we got
the cake. The second one.
I don't know why. Someone tell me why I don't know. Burger. Goodbye, burger. Goodbye, cake. Denji ate you with just his hands in the very beginning of this part 2, and he's kind of a freak,
We love our freak. Yeah.
Goodbye, tiny little motorcycle on the desk.
It's no ordinary motorcycle. That is the Honda Honda Daytona motorcycle from Final Fantasy VII.
Yep, that was one that Vex specifically was like, add this one, please. And I was like, okay, if you say so.
Listen, when I drove, I always wanted that specific bike, but it is like a mortgage payment and a half every time you have to make a payment on it, okay?
When you want your entire mode of transportation to be a nerd reference. I respect it.
I'm sure if Andrew rode a motorcycle, he would do the same.
I mean, I want to ride around in the Mystery Machine,
I want to have a polycule and fuck in a Mystery Machine.
If you ate Hotbox in the Mystery Machine, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Goodbye, motorcycle. You were added because of that final part of the Falling Devil fight where it turned into like a Bollywood action film where he's like riding a motorcycle through a building and fucking exploding, and you know those Bollywood action films, they're really over the top ones. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Goodbye.
My DoorDash just got delivered. I will be right back.
You motherfucker. How unprofessional. I'll wait. No, I won't. I won't. I forgot I'm recording. Okay. Goodbye. I'll do a boring one. I was going to do the Elon Musk flamethrower, but I'll do the boring one while he's gone. Goodbye, pencil. Why was there a pencil? I don't remember. Why do we have a pencil? Does anyone remember why we had a pencil? Pencil. Damn, I should have done what I know. Goodbye, fire extinguisher. You did not save us from the fire. Oh, good, you're back. Okay. I have a question for you, Vex. Jesus. I have a question for you. Are you ready for the question?
What's that?
We have a pencil on here, and I'm trying to remember why.
Pencil, I think we were making a John Wick joke for SH on. When we thought like she'd go all fucking psycho at some point. I do not remember though.
What the hell does that have to do with something pencils?
John Wick killing people with a pencil because
I've not seen enough John Wick, and by enough I mean none. I've seen no John Wick. I'd like to though, because I do like Keanu Reeves.
It's a great franchise. I just watched 4 yesterday.
Cool. No spoilers. No spoilers.
I'm looking forward to the series. I'll say that.
All right. Well, goodbye, Pencil. Who fucking knows why you're here?
I really hope someone in the comments, like, no, you guys are fucking wrong about your own lore.
Yeah, I'm sure we will be. Goodbye, fire extinguisher. You did not save us from the fire. Probably because you were a fire extinguisher for ants and very tiny. I think we added this around the time Bareem showed up, and he was like, fire. Goodbye, Apple. One of these a day keeps the doctor away, but I don't remember why I added you. Apple. See, these... we're getting to the shit I do not remember. Why Apple? Anyone remember?
Nope. Do not remember.
Goodbye, Apple. Hey, Apple! Goodbye, Chain. I assume this was the chapter where, where we saw Nayuta for the first time in part 2, and, like, he was bringing back Asa, and then they were about to... Actually, I say they were about to fuck, but that date was not going well. It was awkward as fuck. But anyway, yeah, we saw the just chains and shit. Yeah, whatever. Chain gang. Goodbye, flip phone from the early 2000s. I remember this one. This was when they're trapped in the aquarium, and Nayuta's like, I can do it. I have a little bit of signal, and then she falls and ruins everything, like always. Did I say Nayuta? I meant to say Asa.
Yep.
Yeah. I do love her, like, falling. The falling, ruining everything constantly thing. Like, that's... I mean, you can feel the trauma in that.
Oh, yeah. That one's a cool one, though. Like, it was so easy to source something like that.
I mean, it's I get all of these by just entering it into Google and putting PNG after.
Yeah. So, for those in chat that don't know, we're nuking all of this is the random stuff that we had in the background for the Chainsaw Man stuff.
It's a funeral for all of the bullshit because of you, Lasher Luke. I don't know if you're here. Your fault.
He's at work right now. He's free from this until he watches it.
I think someone's cutting a tree down outside my apartment, but hopefully it's not as loud.
I can't hear it.
Thank God. Okay. Goodbye, boring company Elon Musk flamethrower. In retrospect, might have been what started the fire.
Honestly, yeah.
And that, I think, was also maybe a Bareem thing. I don't remember.
Yep, it was when he first came back. It's the fire,
Goodbye, brain in a jar. That PNG of art that we stole from someone's DeviantArt, and I felt kind of bad about it, but I couldn't find anything else that worked just as perfectly. So the episode that I put it in, I shouted him out and put his link in the description and all that nonsense. Yeah, it's just some guy's art that I found because I wanted a brain in a jar, and it was the perfect one.
Yep, it really did work.
That I felt a little better about it because it looked like he hadn't been fucking like active on his DeviantArt for like 5 years.
Yeah.
And but yeah, so I was, that's the only thing I've ever stolen. Everything else is just generic PNGs from Google. Give me that, okay? Give me.
Almost everything. Almost everything.
I'm 99% good boy.
98. There's one more here that's literally lifted directly from a chapter.
Oh, the Chainsaw Man Church?
Yeah.
Fuck, man. That doesn't count. Everyone steals from Shonen Jump. That doesn't count. I buy the volumes, sir. And when I buy them, they become mine. Thank you very much. See, technically, I've paid to use it. If it makes you
feel any better, I literally stole their logo for a thumbnail.
Hell yeah, of course. Goodbye, ruler. That which boys all over the world use to measure their penises. Goodbye.
God damn it, Red.
We've all done it.
Not that particular model of ruler,
yeah,
but yes.
It's harder to do with a wooden ruler. Yeah, you want like one of them measuring tapes, maybe, or.
It was a fabric measuring tape.
I'm trying to remember why we put a ruler.
The ruler sword.
Yes. Oh, I love it. Love it. Good times. Goodbye, Oh no! I almost got rid of the pack of cigarettes. No, that's firmly being clutched in Vex's hand right now as we make our escape.
I'm grabbing my smokes and my pussy, and I'm running.
I'm moving the cigarettes over to your side. There you go. Goodbye. Oh God, what is the? Fuck, I've forgotten what this character's called. It's the Steven Universe character I put on there. What's the? It's the fusion between Pearl and Steven. Rainbow Quartz. Yeah. Goodbye, Rainbow Quartz, I think. I'm pretty sure. A really good fusion in Steven Universe, and mostly added because that fucking Chip Cheerio British guy that was, I think he was, I don't know, was he British? Yeah, he's like, well, they're merely poppins, whatever. He reminds me a lot of that. Good shit. I'm hoping to see that character again. What was he? Oops, I deleted the chair instead. Goodbye, chair, as well. You held up that cat. And now the cat is floating in midair, and we will move him. I'll move the cat over to you as well, Vex. So now you have the cat and the cigarettes just chilling next to you. I'll also make the cat bigger, so it's the size of an actual cat. I'm trying to. What was I gonna say about Rainbow Quartz again?
You were saying that you were hoping you'd see that character again.
Oh yeah, what was he the devil of again?
I forget.
Oh right, no, it wasn't confirmed, but he had like a hammer and nails. He was doing that like Nobara bullshit from JJK, basically. And then what I like about that character a lot is that he's like a happy, silly little guy, but he also will just murder children. And I mean, those are like that. You can describe my favorite archetype of character exactly like that. Happy, silly little guy who will murder children. You know what I mean?
The baby.
That's why I like Hanako, because Hanako was fully willing to be like, sorry, Nene, I will just sacrifice your best friend because I'm in love with you. I'll kill all your friends if it means you live. I love it. I love freak shit like that.
Love that shit.
Goodbye, Starfish. Denji ate one and tried to help Asa eat one, and it was kind of like one of their first wholesome chip moment together because she was having like an autistic hyper meltdown over food, which is like so girl queen of her. I'll be honest. I mean, that was the moment where we were like, wow, she's really autistic. I mean, that was like the most autistic thing where it's like, they're like, oh my God, oh no, are you allergic to fish?
I can't eat anything.
It's the part I will never forget where they're like, oh no, are you allergic? It's like the only thing we have. What are we going to do? And she's like, nah, I just don't like it. In like a survival scenario, and they're all like, bitch, kill yourself. And then, oh my God, it's so real, dude. It's too real.
She would too. She would kill herself.
Yeah. I mean, I have friends like that. Like one of our friends in our group is like, I've witnessed, I mean, she's getting a lot better, but I've witnessed her like have like a meltdown when someone got her like the wrong thing from McDonald's. And you know, it's just like, it's just such an autistic reflex, you know, like I don't have that. I've kind of pushed myself to be able to try anything, but I do know people that are like, I have to eat the same fucking mac and cheesy every day, you know. It's like,
listen, it's a thing.
Oh yeah, you specifically. All I saw this motherfucker eat was popcorn chicken and lemon pepper for fucking like 3 years. That's true.
I've gotten better.
Oh yeah,
not much, but better.
True.
Progress is slow.
Goodbye, Kill la Kill Scissor Blade. This has gotta
genuinely
be a
don't
reference.
remember it.
What's up?
I don't remember which one.
I was just gonna say this has got to be a metaphor for scissoring, for lesbian scissoring, right? Like surely.
It's gotta be.
There's a lot of lesbianism in that show. You know, you got her and who's the brown? What's the name of the brown-haired girl that definitely wants to fuck her really badly?
Fuck. Allie even said her name.
Yeah, and then of course you have the rivalry with that pompous bitch. There's so much.
That's also her sister, but yeah.
There's like just a lot of lesbian tension in that show, you know, and then she fights with it. They're scissoring each other. Get it? Come on. And in that same vein, goodbye, lesbian flag. Sorry for
Brad, are we killing our gays? Are we killing our gays like Voltron?
The bisexual flag is staying. Fuck. Did you say Voltron?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You know how it is. Fuck, that show was just mid, I'll be honest. Like I didn't give a fuck about that show. You were showing me that show, and like by the time it was like halfway through, I was like, I don't really like this. So when it sucked, it didn't hit me as much as it hit everybody else. Anyway, yeah, bye lesbians. Goodbye.
No!
I think that was why actually did I put that on there. Who was being lesbian? I don't remember. Oh, was it? Oh, yes.
When Quan came back.
Yep, Quan came back, and we did our skit that was really bad. Lesbians. Goodbye, slab of raw chicken. This is like the first one, like first chapter.
Yeah, this was
When they
Bucky.
put raw chicken in her locker. Good times, good times. I was a different man back then.
Still
Goodbye.
gainfully employed.
Yeah, goodbye, octopus tentacle bursting out of Makima's ass.
You spent way too much time doing that, Red.
Well, not really.
Way too much
It's just,
time.
it mostly looks like it's coming out of the cactus, like where the cactus is.
Uh-huh.
But it is around her ass, yes. That was when our octopus boy came back, and we were like, oh my god, a recurring character. We didn't expect this, Crazy. Because everyone else had died.
He didn't die.
It's true. Goodbye, PNG of Makima. Honestly, that was back when I wasn't as creative, and I just kind of put a PNG of Makima. Don't know why. Goodbye, Penguin. To this day, I think one of the biggest memes of Chainsaw Man Part 2 is Denji holding the penguin. People love that penguin. That was a good moment, He should have let my boy keep the penguin. Goodbye.
Well, it's probably safer that he didn't get to keep the penguin.
That's true. Yeah. Oh my god, the penguin would be dead, bro.
I'm reading chat. I'll get to a lot of the questions and comments here as soon as we're done recording Chainsaw Man. Because I'm trying to focus more on the actual content that we're creating right now.
Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna finish destroying everything. Then you can take like a couple minutes to talk to chat, and then we'll like actually get into the
Yep.
Goodbye. Karaoke sign. My voice is not there for that. Hold on. Remember that whole?
God, yes. That was
Yeah.
everywhere on TikTok for like a whole week and a half.
That was a
2
good
weeks.
chapter. You remember
It was.
Remember when we thought that Sexual Assault Chan was going to be an interesting character? Instead, she's just been doing nothing forever.
And still doing nothing.
Yeah. Goodbye, Chainsaw Man church recruitment poster.
God.
I'm glad I didn't sign up because I would be a zombie right now.
Right? Oh, yeah. God.
Goodbye. PN.
Also, I think you're too old to sign up for the Chainsaw Man Church.
I don't think it had to be children. They just had a lot of children, right? I don't think there was anywhere where it had to be children. I mean, I know they were like fuck adults, but like I don't think they. I don't. Wasn't there? I need to go back. Was it? You're right. Oh, hold on.
Yeah, now I can hear your chainsaw outside.
Okay,
We're cutting down the tree. Mm-hmm.
Is it obnoxious?
No, just like a mild buzzing. It kind of mutes my tinnitus.
Give me a second. Hey, Dylan, I'm actually recording something for our YouTube channel right now. Do you mind if I call you back?
Oh shit! All right, hey man.
Well, now you in it. Now you in it. You want to say hi? Say hi to the people.
Hey, what up, people?
Hey, weren't you supposed to be doing some Berserk
What up,
recordings with Red?
What up, there?
Oh, Vex just said, hey, weren't you supposed to be doing Berserk recordings with Red? We do got to get on that.
Yeah, we do.
All right. I will, let me think. After this. Yeah, I can call you back. I'll call you back after this. Just give me like an hour.
Yeah, you're good.
All right, peace out.
I'm not doing it. All right, see.
All right. Don't worry. This is going to be edited. Okay. Goodbye, PNG art of people having sex.
Just a really random doggy style background.
It's good. It worked so well in front of that sun, though. Because remember, those are two separate things.
Yeah,
I love that.
no.
I'm trying to remember what the sex was for.
If we had a beach chapter before we nuked it, we could just like had sex on the beach.
Listen, you don't want beach chapters in Chainsaw Man. You know what that leads to. What was the sex? I'm trying to remember. Who was fucking?
I think it was another like Quan reference, maybe. I don't remember this
I don't
one.
remember either. But we love sex. We love
Yeah.
sex.
That's what I'm doing after the stream.
I don't believe you. Pixar didn't happen. Yeah.
I am not sending you pictures of me having sex. You
All
can
you need to
subscribe
do
to my
is-
OnlyFans.
Okay. Sunset. I think that was like a Bareem chapter where he was like, wasn't he singing some song as they were arresting him, like, and the sun will set, something or other.
Yeah. That is definitely, I believe, the correct answer for that.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. The sun will set on a grateful universe, Bareem says.
As he murders countless animals.
Yeah. Goodbye. No bully zone. It is now officially a bully zone again.
Listen here, you motherfucker.
And I'm going to mute my mic because I have to cough so hard. I've been trying to fucking casually get this gunk out and it won't, so hold on.
No,
But it was muted on OBS, so the recording won't have it.
that's fine.
All right, anyway.
Like, chat's listening to me eat as well, so.
Fantastic. I don't know why a machine. It's so annoying. Like it's like everyone else is at work or something. So this is when they do all the fucking yard work. It's crazy.
What about the people that work from home?
Yeah, or what about the unemployed slobs of the world, huh?
Brad, I'm gonna be honest. Nobody cares about us when we're unemployed.
True. Have you watched Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared?
The new show, no.
Oh,
I watched what you showed me.
Find the new. So the new stuff is you can find it for free on YouTube. And there's a part where like they're making like it's like a ooh, what kind of job do you want to have, like that kind of kids show episode.
Mm-hmm.
And the red guy is like, oh, like what if I just don't really want to do any of that? That doesn't sound like, none of that sounds like something I want to do. I'd rather just kind of stay home and just chill. Yeah. And you know, they're all making fun of him. Like, what, you want to sit around and do nothing all day? Great big guy like you. And then they're like, okay, I get it. You want to be like my brother, unemployed Brendan. Take it away, Brendan. And he like comes out and he's like singing a little song about how sad he is because he's unemployed.
Like, I enjoy being employed because it gives me the money and freedom to do shit, but I also, like, specifically outside of, like, my health, I took this, like, lighter schedule so I can have more time to do fun shit, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to have a work-life balance again, and I haven't had that in the longest time.
Exactly. Anyway, goodbye, creepy Makima eyes that I put on the cactus.
That one was terrifying when I first saw that you put that on there. I'm like, now the cactus is just staring at me fap.
Yeah, I'm not sure why I did that. I think it was probably, maybe some more Nayuta nonsense. I'm not too sure.
I believe it was when she was trying to control Asa.
Goodbye, little bat in the corner. What was the bat for? We're getting to early shit now. The bat. What the fuck was the bat? Anyone
Wasn't
remember?
the Return of the Bat? The Return of the Bat Devil.
Yes, the Bat Devil. Oh my God, who cares about him? Goodbye, Bat Devil. Good. Now, we got a little fucking Undertale heart up here. What was the heart? A little heart.
Wasn't it? Oh, I think the lesbian flag was actually, or the scissor, the sex was for Yuko and Asa, because we shipped them.
Yuko and Asa. Yuko.
The school shooter girl.
Yes, the best ship, truly. Yeah. Okay. Now the heart, I think, might have been around the first time where the dating shipping shit was going on. Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now goodbye. I think that might be it. Oh yeah. I think. Oh no. One last thing. I'm so used to you wearing the fucking wizard hat that I forgot that wasn't normal. Why did you have a wizard hat?
I do not remember.
Halloween?
It must have been.
I don't know. Goodbye, wizard hat, I guess. Okay, I think we're good. You have a cat and cigarettes, and I have a buy flag and porn.
Truly the best things got saved, right?
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, like,
This is the story of a girl who... Okay, we're back to Chainsaw.
Did not expect that song out of you.
Who cried a river and drowned the whole world. Dude, when did that song come out?
2003, I believe.
You just know that? Alexa, when did the This Is the Story of a Girl song come out? That can't be right. She definitely got the wrong song. What do we know who that's by? That song?
Give me a second. Let me the emo kid
now
here.
this is a part of the fucking recording now. I know she looks so good in photographs. Was she absolutely legendary?
Absolutely. Story of a girl. 9 days from the group. 2000. I was close.
Oh,
I
yeah.
was close.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude. Yeah, I want to know, the people watching right now, okay, because we're also streaming this one just because, I don't know, Christmas or something.
Anniversary.
Anniversary of what?
Being an affiliate. So Twitch is giving
good for you.
boosted stuff for it. Yeah.
He just wants to use my beautiful content making mind to boost his bullshit.
Hey.
What was I gonna say?
I would have streamed regardless. So.
I want to know, 2000, the people watching right now in stream, were you fuckers even born?
Oh God.
Because I was 6. How old were you, Vex?
Is it bad I don't know off the top of my head?
What year were you born?
91.
You would have been 9. 9? Man, you old, bro. I see, you have memories of the year 2000. I do not.
I was in 4th grade, Red. I was in 4th grade.
Yeah, but
I was innocent.
I was
I was
6.
innocent.
At 4th grade, nah. I bet you knew. I bet you knew what sex was, knowing you. At the age of 9. I'm not saying you were fucking. I hope not. But I bet you did know what sex was, knowing you. I bet you'd walked in on your mom and dad fucking having primal ball slapping sex on the couch.
No, I was the last sex in my parents' relationship.
Fantastic.
I have been vehemently told I was the last sex my dad got from my mom.
All right. So, Chainsaw Man. What a great chapter. I really enjoyed this chapter. It feels like we really back, boys. We are so back for real.
It's Jover, and you know it.
Jover in what way?
Fumiko's useless.
Oh yeah. It's Jover for her. Fuck it. All I want her to do now, like, she has been reduced to a quick lay for Denji. That's all she is now. I was waiting for her to have like purpose in the story. At this point, just fucking dump. It's the worst thing I've ever said in my life. But she's down. Mm-hmm. We know she's down. Hello.
She's also down bad, but you know.
Right? I mean, like, she did what? It wasn't her that said who wouldn't want to have sex with Chainsaw Man,
right?
In like a parallel to what Asa said. So I mean, I'm just saying, bro, she has been so fucking useless. If Kobani can do that shit where she runs up a goddamn the snake devil and does like 3 fucking quadruple Naruto backflips, and like, okay, come on now.
Right. Everybody calls Kobani useless, but like, yeah. she is more useful than this build up to be a badass, like,
that's the problem.
Karaoke bar, beating the fuck out of people, and then now she's reduced to like cannon fodder.
That's been the main problem with her, is that she's like, I'll protect you. You don't got to worry about it. Like, the whole point was, like,
I'll protect you by being a human fleshlight. How about that?
I wasn't gonna go that far. The feminism slipping away from me as Fujimoto puts out another useless female character. I say that like he does that often. He does. He's pretty good, but it
right.
Is
but
sad.
like this is like the second useless female compared to like Kishimoto, who has like 900.
That's true. I feel really, I don't know, man. We need to dial it back. I think that like new viewers might think we're like the quartering or something. It's like a cycle where you become so leftist that you start being misogynistic again. We gotta pull it back. Oh my god. All right, no, okay. All reality here. I was really looking forward to seeing where her character went, because I like the idea of like, oh, I was gonna have like a grudge against you, but then I witnessed you transforming during the fight with the gun devil, and I saw you were just a kid, just like me, and then like, she's presumably because of that experience, she went to work for public safety. So like, she reminded me a bit of Yamato from like Wano, where like her whole thing was like, or his whole thing was like, I want to, I'm inspired by this person, and I want to protect what he wanted to protect. Mm-hmm. Whereas I was hoping that, I almost called her real name. That is not what we do here. We call her Sexual Assault Chan. Sexual Assault Chan, I was really hoping that her arc was going to be like, she saw that and inspired her so much that she grew strong to be like a guardian angel for Denji. You know what I mean? Like I want to be strong for him because he's been protecting us and no one has been caring about him, and I want to be that person in his life. And that's why I kind of liked it. And honestly, in like another world where she wasn't like doing so much sexual assault, I could have even shipped them. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, nah, it's just good midriff. Yum yum, slurp slurp, mommy midriff. You know, that's another reason, obviously. You feel me on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, well, the problem here, stop eating your DoorDash. I can hear it. I can hear you eating your DoorDash. Put it away.
For a second there, I turned into Thurman.
Yeah. But I don't know. It's just sad, you know, because it just feels like, okay, why introduce her at this point? You just wanted to have a reason for Denji to deep throat a tentacle. As
right.
a
No,
girl.
I
feel like it was just Fujimoto's humiliation kink coming in again, and he just wanted another girl to laugh at him while Denji deep throated a tentacle.
But you realize like the midriff showing there is just, you know, for penetration display purposes only, right? So you can just
penetration. Just explain what?
I'll send you a picture of what I mean. Jesus Christ.
What? My phone is charging. I'm gonna have to. Are you doing it on Facebook?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. All right, you better be quick.
I'm fucking. So like, there we go. Thank you, Reddit. I had this bookmarked. Boop.
Oh, I see. Saddam Hussein. Why is dead? Wow, it's realistic. Because I've seen this picture before, and I was worried it was going to be the stupid one, but this is the realistic one.
Yeah.
I like that. Saddam Hussein is interesting. I've never really thought about his penis size, but
we canonically know the size of his penis because
really?
The execution.
Tiny dick.
That's
amazing.
Trump dick.
I'm so
got
happy
a Trump dick.
that I have a bigger dick than some of the world's most notorious terrorists. Or he was like a leader, right?
Yeah.
I mixed him up with Osama. I wonder what Osama's dick size was.
If it's anything to judge by his CS:GO score, he's swanging. If not, then
how are you gonna be part of SEAL Team 6, take out Osama bin Laden, and not check his dick before you throw him in the river? I mean, surely they did, right?
Surely they're like, okay, let's see what he's swanging.
Well, imagine you're part of SEAL Team 6. You've just killed one of the world's most notorious terrorists, and you're like, okay, now we got to throw his body in the water. It's like, okay, but first we got to take some pics, right? Like a selfie or something. Like I can hang it up on my wall, a selfie with me and the dead Osama bin Laden.
You got the selfie of him and then the Abu Ghraib torture photo. That's SEAL Team 6 legacy, right?
Are you thinking? Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about, right? Yeah. Yeah. No.
Don't fall off the box or you get electrocuted.
In this scenario, he's already dead. It's not good to torture, but if the plan was to kill him anyway, I don't believe in respecting the body. Once you're dead, you're dead. Okay. Throw the body.
Like I am sure, like when I move out of this place, like I will be found with my just being ate by my cats. That'll be
compost.
Like my fate.
Put them in a compost. Yeah. Grow a fucking garden with my body. I want to grow some delicious tomatoes.
Honestly, like.
Anyway, I love this picture so much. Prolapse, dead. If you guys don't know what we're talking about,
I'll post it on Twitter.
It's that classic picture of, there's the cringy hentai one where it's just like not deep enough, penetrated, and it like goes all the way up to like just below her tits. It's like above her belly button. Yeah, someone's made a realistic version where it's like normal, large, painful, prolapse, dead.
I'll post it on Twitter after we're done recording this.
I'm gonna show that to Allie. She'll appreciate that.
I love how I'm getting a bunch of emoji spam over on the other screen right now. I love it.
Oh my
That's
god.
Perfect.
Okay, what were we talking about again? Why did we bring that up? Oh right.
S.A.Chan.
So S.A.Chan has that as a permanent tattoo probably.
Probably. Yeah.
Have you ever seen? You've read like different hentais before, right?
Yes.
You know, like have you seen like the genre of hentai where it's like, little frail Japanese girl gets a taste of big black cock for the first time type shit?
Yep.
Yeah, so like by the way, am I breaking any Twitch TOS? I didn't even think about that.
This is age gated.
Okay.
I think we're fine.
Are we allowed to talk about big black cock on Twitch? That's my.
I know they rolled back the like artistic nudity.
Yeah, we had it for all of a day. Congratulations, Twitch.
Listen, I knew fully well it would get fucking
People were probably
violated.
like painting like butterfly wings over their pussy and like fucking like like flapping their pussy lips. Like, look, it's a butterfly. It's art, which is like honestly, I'm for it.
I know body painting is a fucking genre on Twitch.
You're goddamn right. And it's
like
art.
I'm all for.
I'm not even being ironic. That shit is unironically art, and you're a fucking prude if you can't handle a little bit of flopping pussy lips.
Like I was dead ass debating on buying a stripper pole for the fucking fairy tale stream, and like every goddamn article of clothing Ursa got rid of in a fight, I also took off an article of clothing.
Anyway, I was going somewhere with the BBC thing. There's a bunch of hentai where it's like, you know, they try big black cock, and then they're like, oh my god, I'm never going back, and then like they make them get like a tattoo like right above their pussy where it says like BBC only. You know, like more like a womb tattoo that says like BBC only. I'm imagining SA-chan has like a tattoo like that, and it's like this
chainsaw
hole.
only.
Yeah, this hole is for chainsaws. Only chainsaws.
There is very
myself.
much a there is very much a TOS. It's just very, very skewed one way.
No, we're talking about SA-chan right now.
Yeah,
I want to talk about SA-chan fully prepared to accept a chainsaw.
Yep. I honestly, like, I have been saying for the longest time, I wonder if Denji's dick is also a chainsaw.
We've all been saying that. Every appendage is, right? I mean, because he can turn every appendage. We've seen him turn his legs. So I feel like it's not until
beyond
the
realm of possibility.
I think
turn his dick into a chainsaw.
I don't think it is automatically, but it definitely can be. You know, so like the question is, here's what you do. You know those, like, have you ever gotten, like, a cast and then, like, they have to cut the plaster off?
No, luckily I did not have a full-blown cast on my arm, and that's the only time.
They have plaster saws that exist for, like, cutting casts off your arm, and the way that it's able to, like, cut the plaster but not your arm is it's not actually, like, going around, it's just, like, vibrating really fast. So, like, he could, like, turn his dick into, like, a chainsaw that doesn't actually, like, it's just, like, it's like not gonna rip. It's not gonna kill you, but it'll. It's
basically
still,
it's just a vibration motor inside.
Vibration chainsaw dildo. Yeah. All right. Well, now that we're past that.
now that we're past that, Twitch is
Fumiko-
enjoying this, Red. Twitch is enjoying this.
Oh, are you guys? I'm so happy to hear that. If you really enjoy it, you have to rewatch it on YouTube to give us the view. Just just put it on play in the background and then like walk away. It's fine. I need that sweet view. Thank you.
You say not monetizing this.
Yeah, I know. That's true. It's never been about the money, Vex. It's been about the numbers. I look at the number and I jerk
You like
myself
number
up.
go up, you capitalist pig.
I cum myself to sleep looking at the numbers. Yeah.
This one got 305.
I can only come if it gets over 100 views. Yeah. So don't do that to me. Don't do that to me.
I can only come if it gets over 100 views.
Which is why I know your asses haven't been coming at all on that other channel, huh? Zing. All right.
I have strangely made almost as much money off of the fucking Power Rangers videos as you did off of fucking Hunter x Hunter because of the length of the video.
Wow. Yeah. That's yeah. Anyway, let's talk about the chapter. Now that Fumiko has been reduced to nothing but a willing participant in sex with Denji, let's move on. I'm kidding. God, I'm being so mean for no reason there.
we got Whippy Girl over here, right? We got Whippy
Girl.
Girl.
All right. We need to pull it back. We need to be less cringe and talk about the chapter. All right. So I do love that. Again, we have the Kool-Aid drinker, full believer, Sword Boy here. Remember Sword Boy,
Yep.
new best friend, Sword Boy, and he's like, you gotta understand, Denji. Us burning down your apartment, we're doing it to save the world. And he's just like, what are you fucking talking about? And he's like, we gotta do it to stop Nostradamus' prophecy. And as far as I know, this is the first time Denji's heard of any of this.
He's over here like, the fuck is wrong with you guys?
No, literally.
Like,
I mean, I don't think he's heard of any of this at all. So, like, you know, from his perspective, they've just burnt down his apartment, and they're just like, Denji, it's really important that we burn down your apartment to stop the prophecy of Nostradamus. Like, what?
You killed like 75 dogs and like 3 cats, probably.
Also, it's not just like their house; it's an apartment. I bet people died too. You know what I mean?
Oh, who cares about the other people? They aren't relevant to the plot of the story.
Denji's nice neighbor that probably brings him bread or something. It's fucked
We've
up.
never seen this person, this hypothetical person,
Uh,
so fuck him.
Ted Swanson from across the street.
Oh god, that's a fucking callback.
Are you angry? Unleash that. You have to be angry. You have to, and it's funny because like, and then the whip girl doesn't believe it at all. So like, I wonder, is she just doing it because she likes violence? Like, she's like, oh, he's seriously like, I'm just doing it because fuck you.
Whips and chains excite her apparently, and so does fucking arson.
So there's a part here that I like where, you know, Nayuta tries to take over Bareem, and it looks like it kind of like half works. You know, it definitely like fucks him. It stunts him a little bit, but it doesn't fully work. And I like that he's talking. He's like, I think you can't take control of us because either A, my body is still literally under Makima's rule, or B, I just still love her, like in my heart. Because remember that the last time we saw them, it was like, first one to win gets a date with me, and they were all like, oh, fuck yeah, right? And, but like now I'm starting to think that like even beyond Makima just like physically controlling them with chains, it does look like Makima sat them down and like gave them her ideology, right? Like sold them on what she wanted to do. Because like, in fact, it wouldn't even surprise me if Makima knew about the Nostradamus prophecy. You know what I mean? Because now I'm starting to think
absolutely.
that maybe part of Makima wanting to take over Chainsaw Man was like so she could, because Makima, with all of her faults, she absolutely would have saved humanity because she likes humanity. You know what I mean?
She just values humans less than dogs.
No, as much as dogs. Like dogs.
Yeah. But, like, she also wants them to survive, right? Like, that's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so, like, I think that, because when she was talking about why she wanted Chainsaw Man under her control, it was like, I can create just a better world for everybody, right? It's going to be happier. It's not going to be as much. And I imagine part of what
she can utilize Chainsaw Man to delete whatever the hell she thinks is evil.
Yeah.
And that's was her warped sense of like loving humanity, right? And
yeah, and if you remember, she actually talked about this. One of her, like when she was listing the things that that the world would be better off without, that she would want to have Chainsaw Man eat, one of them was death. You remember?
Yeah, like that was a shocking one, but I'm like, I
it
get
makes sense. I mean,
I get why that she would believe that's a good thing.
I mean, clearly
anybody that's ever read like an X-Men comic.
I was gonna say she hasn't seen the fucking Family Guy episode where Death fucking gets sick or whatever.
Yeah, or like Wolverine, like Old Man Logan, like what torture it is to see like everyone you love around you die of old age, but you are doomed to immortality, right? I think it would be lessened if everyone was doomed to immortality, but at the same time, like, what kind of hellscape would the world be if no one could die?
I think eventually people would lose their fucking minds and go crazy. I mean, have you ever watched The Good Place?
I did.
Yeah, like the point of The Good Place is like one of the things that they tackle at the very end of the finale of that show is like how you would make a concept like heaven work, because it's like, how the fuck do you make that work, right? Like it's infinite happiness, but that doesn't exist. That's not how the human mind works. You know what I mean?
Right. There's always little bits of spicy sadness in there.
Yeah, and the solution they come to is they add a door, because heaven, it's infinite. You're there, you live forever, right? But people really, you know, they eventually they get bored. They get, you know what I mean? And then they get sad and depressed, and so the solution they come to is they add a door that allows them to stop existing. You know, like end, like they allow for a doorway out. Like you can go there and live either for as long as you want, or you can live there 10 years or a million. But eventually, now there is a way out if you want out. And that's like a really interesting concept.
It makes sense, right? Because like, even like as content and happy as I am right now, like I have moments where I'm like, yeah, that's. What if I'm not though? Like, well,
I've seen. Like I used to like read on like final words of like different like famous people, and like some of them are like some of them are literally like good, I was tired of the world, you know, it's okay that I'm dying, right? Like I imagine if you live to like 100 and something and you've seen like the rising and falling of countries and empires, and like, you know, if you've seen all your friends, they're all gone, like there's a point where you probably are pretty accepting of it, right? Like we're not at that point yet, but I imagine like it's possible to get to a certain age and then be like accepting of your death.
Yeah. Like in a dark way, I never thought I'd make it to like fucking 21, right?
Y'all had a fucking crazy childhood, because I hear that from all my friends. Like I thought I was gonna kill myself before I turned 18, and I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I didn't get depressed until I had to start working. You know what I mean?
But like like now at 32, I'm like, I'm kind of glad I did make it past 21,
Yeah,
right?
there's
Like
always good and bad. You know, you fucking melodramatic motherfuckers are talking about killing yourself when you're a kid. Jesus Christ.
but like
Didn't play enough Super Nintendo.
It's just, I hate you. Like I was honestly old enough to play on a Super Nintendo. Fuck you.
I'm just saying, like, you're a kid, bro.
Yeah, but like growing up in a small ass town, right? Like there's nothing to do. Like every activity you partook in basically could have killed you.
Vex as a fucking 10-year-old walking up to his mom, like, Mother, there's a severe lack of a third place here. I don't have a third place. I don't have a walkable community. There's no public transport. I am sad.
God, no, my tiny ass town was more walkable than our giant city, Red.
We might have a different view. Walkable doesn't mean you have the capacity to walk around it. It means like there's stuff to do. You know, like there are activities that you can get
there
to.
There was things. None of them say.
There are activities that you can get to by like walking to and fro. And you don't need to like get into a car just to like go to a grocery store that's 5 minutes away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's definitely not where I'm at. Walking to a grocery store here doesn't exist anymore because the nearest grocery store was like right down the road from me.
You walk to Walgreens if you're still living with your parents.
Yeah, I could walk to Walgreens, but like, can I get all of my groceries there? No, I cannot.
Also, it's expensive. It's more expensive.
God, yes.
Anyway.
Fucking cough medicine there fucking today was like $18. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Hey, man. That's that good shit.
That better have actual meth in it.
Probably. But yeah, so she tries to pull a little Lelouch here where she's like, bite your tongue off and die, which, you know, I wish he should have done it more specific at one point. I know he usually just has them shoot themselves, but that would have been pretty fucking hardcore if Lelouch did that.
No, honestly, that would be interesting. Like, seeing something other than like Lelouch commanding them to just shoot themselves in the head would be awesome.
Let's see here. But yeah, so.
Or live in Suzaku's case.
Yeah. So all that to say, I think that I'm sorry, you got me all thrown off with all your suicidal child stories. So basically it seems like they had a deal with Makima, right? Because we saw them fighting on behalf of Makima, but it didn't seem like some of them seemed like they were more like in their own mind. I need to go back and read, but I seem to remember people mentioning that like Bareen specifically didn't seem like he was as hypnotized. Like he might have been doing it like of his own free will. Like Makima might have not had to like actually like control him. Like she might have just been able to like convince him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I can see Makima sitting down and being like, here's the deal. There are so many threats that are coming up like to the world. And think about the world they live in, right? Like remember what we learned about in the beginning of part 2? Like 12 out of every 20 people die of demon attack or devil attack. It's a terrible fucking world they live in. Makima's plan probably sounded pretty fucking good on paper, right? Like there's gonna be a lot of sacrifice, there's gonna be a lot of death in the process of getting there, but I can promise you a utopian world free of danger at the end of it.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, she might convince me. You know what I mean? Like depending on how she says
but
it.
honestly, that's like, and her superpower basically is the same as me. Like the ability to network, right? Like she had the
silver tongue. Roll 20
silver
for charisma.
tongue.
Yeah.
Like she was with the fucking Yakuza, drops a bag of eyeballs on the table.
Yeah, we took the time to dig those bitches out. I could have just given you heads, wanted it to be eyeballs, so you can't fucking place which ones are which.
Yeah, like
you got to do a group cremation on this bitch.
Like that's still one of the coldest fucking panels in this series. Like the bag of eyeballs on the table.
And
I'm like, God damn.
Isn't that the part too where she's like on the couch and there's like dudes behind her and it looks
it looks like a fucking blacked video.
What's so funny too is it's like she honestly, knowing Fujimoto, that might have been purposeful, right? Because that
had to be.
Well,
there's no way.
Yeah, because at first it looks like, oh man, bunch of tough guys and like a woman. You know, your mind immediately goes to like the woman being dominated, yada yada. But she turns it around because Makima Makima do the dominating. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
those men are bending over, getting pegged.
Yeah. Love that. But good.
But like when she is like in this mode of like networking and controlling and silver tonguing her way through anything, right? I doubt it took a lot for Bareem because he doesn't seem like he's the most well put together person either, right?
Yeah, he
seems
clearly
like
has like trauma and like strong beliefs about how the world should be, and
Mhm.
like I bet he fell for Makima's like plan, hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, absolutely. And that worked perfectly well for her, right? Like being able to take one of the fucking strongest fiends in like the entire Chainsaw Man universe basically with no effort whatsoever. Hello, Windows security notification and eat my ass. But like there is like that power move, like, oh, I got one so easily, and then she has to go and actually struggle with the others and take control of them probably.
Yeah, I'm sure it was probably a range, right? Like I wonder because I remember I don't know, I need to go back, but like because like Whip Devil here almost makes me think maybe she's still under Makima's control. Maybe like Whip Devil maybe is just doing it for the lust, right? Like because maybe she's still like, I want to smash Makima, I want to make her proud and in heaven. Whereas like the sword guy seems to be a true believer, but like in a more innocent way, right? Like he's like, yeah, it makes sense to me, and I just want to save the world. And then Bareem is a true believer, but in like a more psychotic way,
Right? Yeah,
like they all have different ranges of like how they believe it, I think. But honestly, this chapter, it's kind of helped clear up motives for me now. I'm actually really enjoying because like this group, it almost seems like, at first I thought they were doing their own thing, but now they seem like almost an extension of what Makima's goals were, right?
Exactly.
Like we want you to be Chainsaw Man again, and regardless of if you do it of your free will or we have to control you, you need to be Chainsaw Man so that we can protect humanity. And I like that because there's a deepness there, especially with like the Nostradamus shit happening.
In Luke's own twisted way, he was right. Just Makima. Makima's still fucking reeking throughout the series.
Yeah, that's the mark of a good villain, right? Like you can't get rid of her influence. She's always there. Yeah. Even though Makima's a steaming turd that Denji flushed a year ago, she's still fucking here.
Yeah, honestly, like that's what I love about the Kogias universe. Is like even though like he's dead but not dead, Lelouch's influence is still there throughout even the reboot, and seemingly has two fluffy-haired twinks now in the new movie.
I thought Lelouch didn't die. I thought there was like a
Yeah. But in the reboot movie universe, he's still alive, and so is fucking Shirley for some reason.
So wait, did we get like a SEAL Team 6 like assassination of Lelouch? Did they check his penis size?
No, they did not check his penis size. Maybe Callan did. I don't know.
I'm so sorry to tell you this, Vex, but I do get small dick energy from Lelouch. I'm sorry. I get it. You know what I mean? He just seems very
he seems
out
like
to
the
prove himself.
He's average dick energy.
Cope.
Average dick energy.
Okay, do we agree that Light Yagami has small dick energy?
Oh, absolutely.
Because Light Yagami is a fucking conservative.
Is over here plotting the downfall of humanity. Lelouch wanted to just like fucking control it in a way.
Lelouch is definitely I don't know. I have to rewatch it, but I do think he's probably like a better person than Light Yagami.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, so we have him turning into Chainsaw Man again, and I like that. And like there's like cool visual imagery here of like the burning plank, and it looks like a cross,
oh yeah.
And I like, I think he's just realized that like his happiness, even though it's not what you think, he enjoys the purpose of being Chainsaw Man, which we discussed last time. And now I just wonder where this goes, because like we have so many conflicting things. We have like one group who's like, you need to be Chainsaw Man to save the whole fucking world. But then you have the other group, the public safety was like, we cannot have you turning into Chainsaw Man. But then that makes me wonder, what was public safety's plan in order to stop Nostradamus? Are they even working on it or not? Because I know Yoshida was kind of like confirming with Fami, like, hey, that's happening, right? So if they're all like, you can't turn into Chainsaw Man, why? Because it sounds like we need to work with Denji in order to, I don't know. So I mean, I'm curious to see where this goes, because clearly they're going to try to control him and use him. They don't just want him to turn into Chainsaw Man. They want to control him. They want him to follow their orders. So I don't think that's going to happen, because he's going to try to kill them now. So I'm curious where it's going to go.
It's going to be an interesting batch of the next chapters, which is probably sometime in fucking January.
Yeah, January 4th or 9th or somewhere in there. But I also like too, like as he transformed, he's like laughing maniacally. Nayuta's like, "Why are you laughing?" And I think it's interesting because like he should be sad, he should be distraught, and even in the last chapter, Nayuta's like, "Okay, we can go back to our everyday life," and no, I probably have school tomorrow. And then like as she's saying all that, he's like, "Oh right, normal day." Normal day of school, normal day of not being Chainsaw Man, everyday life with my no friends at school and taking care of my 10 dogs. And he's like snapping a little like, this is my life now. And like, now that, I think that like, it's interesting because like, he should be sad, he should be distraught. But I think that in a way, he feels almost freed by having this his apartment burned down. And it's one of those dark things because that's one of the fun things about exploring human emotion in writing is that like, human emotion isn't always it's not a consistent thing. You can feel happy and sad at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like I like that. Like yeah, I'm sure he's sad that those dogs died, but I think that there's part of him, and it's probably an emotion that he's gonna feel really guilty for having. But there's definitely a part of him that's like, this apartment burning is symbolic of all of my attachments and responsibilities to the normal life that I realized was really fucking boring are gone now, and I can just go back to being like a rogue, innocent vigilante, not innocent, rogue, unattached vigilante. I can just run away. I'm free of all commitments. It'd be like, you know what I mean? Like, because there's part of you that likes your daily life, you know, hey, I live in my apartment, I work at my job, but imagine you wake, and even like, maybe you're like, you have a partner that you love, right? Mm-hmm. Let's say you wake up in the morning, all that's gone. That's sad, but there's also like a weird feeling of like, but I get to start over. It's like when people, I'm sure you've had this before, like when you break up with someone, like yeah, maybe you loved them, but there's a weird feeling of like, wait a minute, I'm single now, and there's that excitement again. Like I get to go start over, I get to go date again, I get to go to the like clubs and meet new people. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like to me. Is like he's freed of like this like peaceful but very boring life that he's created for himself.
No, like complacency is like a hell of a feeling, right? Because you can enjoy, on one hand, everything that you're describing there, like your daily life, your partner, your apartment, your belongings, all of that. You can enjoy that, but starting over is like this freeing feeling. I know.
That's kind of been where I'm at with the job situation, right? Like, it was really sad, but there's also kind of like a freeing excitement feeling to it.
Right.
You know?
No.
Yeah.
Like when I left my long-term partner, like before I started, hopping from relationship to relationship. It was the most hurt I've ever been, but at the same time, like, it was very freeing, right? Because I'm leaving like a relationship I know is never going to work because we're too similar. We're both dealing with addiction issues at the time, and we were both like, it was like fire and oil, right?
Yeah.
And like the longer we were together, the more we were killing each other in that capacity, right?
Yeah.
So it was like healthier for us to both go our separate ways. Not to mention, like, at the time I left, I realized, like, well, she was stealing shit from me to, fuel her addiction more.
That's not good.
But still, like, to this day, I fucking love her. I wish I could have done more to save her. That's the thing that, like, true love, like, even though you think you tried everything, you still wanted to do more. And, like, I wish there was something I could have done in that regard. Unfortunately, like, even a decade later now after she's passed, like, I still feel like I should have done more. But at the same time, like, that moment where I finally got out, I was, like, homeless for a while. I had nothing to my name other than, like, what my parents had kept of mine. Because I wanted to move out and prove, like, hey, I can make it on my own, even if you don't believe in any of this, blah, 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 blah. And I fucking came whimpering back like a beat dog.
Yeah.
Like, and I kind of been stuck in that loop ever since.
Oh yeah. But I mean, like, does that like, how do you attach that to Denji's experience right here?
Yeah, like, he's definitely going to go through this arc of, like, I'm free to do the things I enjoyed again, right?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, good.
Like, his one thing he had was being Chainsaw Man. That was when he was the happiest, and then when he was, like, reined in by public safety and everything, like, he was kind of, like, broken. And now that he's free again and here to, like, save the day, so to speak, right?
Mm-hmm. And everything, and keep in mind, everything's going crazy right now. So, like, because, like, so, like, all the zombies, like, I mean, it's like a mini apocalypse right now. They talk about earlier in the chapter, public safety, like they can't, it's too much for them. They can't handle it. That's why they were able to escape the people, like the other devils or the other hybrids. So like he theoretically, I mean, he like, I don't think that public safety has the manpower to like make true on that promise of killing Nayuta. If
not
you know,
just that, but
yeah.
it could be like the perfect cover for him, right? Like at the moment, there's so many fucking clones here.
That's true. Yeah, and he really could. I mean, he could pull. Like, remember the part 1 where Rize was like, we could run away together. I mean, not that it would literally be Rize, but like he could now. Maybe now's the time for him to run away with Nayuta, and they just kind of travel around.
And probably Asa at this point. Like, you just fucking get free. Like, be happy. Because that still is the one bit of happiness he has in his mind was his date with Asa. You know?
Yeah, well, it reminds me of, I've talked before about how, like, the happiest year of my life was 2020, which is so weird because, like, it's when everything was going to shit, and it's so strange how, like, at least, I don't know if other people have this experience, but, like, the human psyche, like, something about it's like we need the right amount of strife or trauma, right? Like too little, we become complacent and bored, and we just lay around. But too much, and we're gonna shut down, right? Like you don't want to be like a slave or anything. But like there's like this middle zone where like we like to have a little bit of challenge in our lives, and because we like the feeling of having challenge and overcoming it. You know what I mean? And I just remember like 2020, like the world was kind of feeling really crazy, but I took that. And it kind of helped. I don't know what it was about that year, but it helped me to I improved so much. I lost all this weight. That's where I improved myself. I went to therapy. I got a girlfriend, and it was all because of the feeling of like, oh my God, it's the apocalypse. The world's ending. It made me kind of rethink things and get things back together. And his apartment burning down feels like the catalyst he needed to stop lying to himself. Because in the last
absolutely.
The last chapter was all about him lying to himself. He was like, no, I'm happy. I'm so happy. And then Puchita's like, cool, what's the next dream? And he realized, oh my God, I've stopped dreaming. I'm not even dreaming anymore. I don't even have a next dream. I've just been rotting away in my everyday loop life. You know what I mean?
Fucking Truman Show himself in a way.
Yeah, it's so interesting because like, and I love Nayuta being confused about it because Nayuta's like, didn't you told me this is what you wanted, but now you're showing to me. There's a part of him that's enjoying the fact that his apartment is burnt down, I think. And of course, a lot of it is he's enjoying the fact that he's probably about to at least attempt to viciously murder these guys. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, I've wanted this for a while. I really want an arc where Denji just unchains himself from all the things holding him back, and he just like lives the dream life he wants. Like he gets the harem of 20 girls that he wants, and he starts, you know what I mean? I want to see that. And like, and I'm looking at the framing of this last page here, and it looks like an old school like superhero movie from the 60s where like, look, there's the bad guys and they're holding the girl, right? And I could just see like Denji, if he's like unrestrained now and he just wants that like pure happiness, maybe he fucking kills these guys and he cashes in that sex. I don't know. Like, do we go that direction? Does Denji say? Does Denji riz her up?
It's Fujimoto. Like, there are so many possibilities, right? Like, you're right. It is framed like an old superhero movie, or like an old western where
she just looks like the damsel in distress right now. Is all I'm saying.
Yep.
I wonder if that's purposeful, right? Because now he's going back to his old ways of like. He wants to be happy again. He wants to like, not be like, he wants to unrestrain himself. And like, I think that might lead him down that bad path again of like, what makes me happy? More food, more sex, more, you know what I mean?
Well, it's like the everything toast, right? Where he put all the toppings on the toast and everything, right? I'm looking at the print we got at that con.
Oh yeah.
Cause I rearranged like the backdrop for the studio a little bit. So I had to move that from where it used to be. So now it's where like my Monarch print was. It's like he's going to try and go extreme on everything now that he's kind of unchained, right?
Maybe. I mean, I don't want to be too obvious because we've been so sure about things in the past, and then it like doesn't pan out. But we'll see.
But like I feel like now that he's unrestrained, he's going to realize like there has to be a balance, right? That's where we're going to end up.
Yeah, I would hope so.
He's grown
otherwise
as a character.
He's just ping-ponging back and forth between bad ends of mental health.
He's grown as a character to some degree. I wouldn't say he's grown as a character fully because he's a fucking psychopath in his own right. From his upbringing, right? He's so traumatized he doesn't know right from wrong. Still to this day, he's trying to instill like wisdom in Nayuta that wasn't there in Makima. You know, he's trying to be a good parent. But I do think he's going to unleash some of those inner inhibitions of like craziness to where
he's maniacally laughing. Like I really want that to go somewhere, and I wonder if, because like the reason I wonder this, it sounds so gross, but like is it Fumiko? That's her name.
Yeah.
She's been set up like her character is like the easy girl, right? I feel like it reminds me of like, I don't know, like if you have two options in front of you, like love that you can actually pursue, where like you have like a good chemistry and it would be a healthy relationship, and that would be like Asa, right? And then you have like the prostitute on the corner. You know what I mean?
no, like you're not wrong.
And like,
in that
and the reason I
regard.
bring that up is because like I just wonder if that's gonna be like if Denji's gonna look for a quick dopamine burst now that he's like losing his mind, and she's right here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like,
Oh yeah, like
it's
that's
Fujimoto. I don't know.
like that's like in a twisted way. That's why I made the joke I made at the beginning of the review. Like she is the easy girl, the quote unquote easy girl, the one that's been abused and used for her whole life basically. Like so she's just kind of used to it.
That'd be dark, and like would Fujimoto have the balls? Because like I mean that would like permanently
look at the shit he's done in Fire Punch.
For sure. But like the question is, would Fujimoto want to permanently stain Denji like that? You know what I mean? Because like that would, I mean, there'd be people that would like never look at Denji the same if he just like, I don't know, grabbed this girl and like started making out with her with his chainsaw mouth.
I have no other doubt that he has the balls to do it.
Will
I think
he?
It's more of like, will he stain a character that started in Weekly Shonen Jump like that, right?
Yeah. I mean, I do want to see him. I want to see Denji like, because he should be at like his lowest low right now. I mean, like he should be falling to his lows, because I mean his everything that the apartment represents everything that attached him to a normal life, and it's all gone. You know what I mean? It's all gone now. The only thing he has left is Nayuta basically, and Asa maybe. But that's a weak tie. So like, I don't know. And the question is, what direction does Nayuta pull him in? Because Nayuta just had that whole thing where she was like, we could rule as kings, as gods. You know. So I mean, like, if Denji goes crazy, maybe Nayuta is like, oh shit, you down? All right, we're going crazy. I don't know. You know what I mean?
Right, and then fucking he would have to rein in like Nayuta and everything, right?
Imagine a world where Asa then becomes, because we've been talking about this from the beginning, where then maybe Asa becomes the good guy and Denji's the villain of Chainsaw Man. I would love that if that was where we were leading, where he becomes like the villain. I don't know, that'd be sick to me. I'd love
like
that.
I could see that being a direction too. Like there's so many different directions this story can go now, because like this is essentially the Joker scene where fucking Joker's lighting the money on fire. Like it fucking symbolically, like everything he loves is gone. Joker on the other hand was like fucking like everybody loves money, blah 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 blah. It motivates everybody. But like this was his motivation. Like this was his livelihood, his like simple, normal, boring ass like 9-to-5 life, and now that it's gone,
all the ties to that are gone. So I want to see that. I want to see that mean something. I want to see from here on out, daily slice of life, normal bullshit should be done. It should be fucking. It should be action crazy time for a while now. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Not that I don't like daily slice of life bullshit. I do, but I feel like we've had that for a while. And I think it's time for Denji to lose his fucking mind for a little bit. I want to see. I mean, I want this to bad comparison, but it's the first thing coming to my head. I want to see like this be like the part of My Hero Academia where like Deku goes vigilante and he's like all dark. You know, I want to see like. I'm trying to think of an example. Can you think of a series where like the main character has like a super downfall moment where they like get all evil and bad for a while? Like, I know that exists. I'm trying to think of an example.
I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I want him to have his like Walter White organizing a prison shanking moment from
God. Breaking Bad is peak television.
It really is. But yeah, I don't know. I want to see. That's what I want to see. I don't know if we will, but the "Why are you laughing" makes me think that he's trying to set up like Denji's like snapping a little, and he's just gonna like.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because I don't know. Like, what does he do now? Public safety can't stop him. I don't think these guys. I mean, maybe they. I mean, they're powerful. You know, I mean, maybe he has to fight these guys. I don't know. I mean, but I mean, it'll depend. I mean, they also actually. Wait a minute. I just realized Denji should be like way more powerful now because they just spent time making Chainsaw Devil more powerful. You know what I mean? They just did this. There's a huge global Chainsaw Man zombie event happening. So Denji theoretically should be like way more powerful now, right?
Exactly.
So and war, because it's a chainsaw zombie war. So War Devil and Chainsaw Man Devil should both be way more powerful. So maybe this is the moment where they team up and they fucking, I don't know. No, but War Devil, I don't know, man. It's so hard to predict. How do you predict this series? I don't know.
No, like there is fucking no way to predict anything that goes on in the series, right? And that's what I love about it. But at the same time, like, I still have like those drafts saved in case any of our predictions, specifically yours, get come true. So like, what do you predict will happen in January?
I feel like sexual assault Chen has to be important in some way because we spent so much time building her up. So like, I don't know. I mean, like, will she represent like one of the paths that he could go down in terms of like sexual gratification? Maybe, you know what I mean? I think that'd be cool. I mean, even in the way she dresses, right? Like she always has like the midriff out, which I feel like represents like, I mean, it feels like, how do you say this without coming off as bad? It feels like, narratively speaking, she's like trying to like come and get it, boy. You know what I mean? Like, it feels like she's like, she clearly wants Denji to fuck her, right? Am I reading too much into this? I mean,
no, like there's definitely like a thirst there. So for those who don't have context, if you made it this far in the video, I have 8 drafts saved from when I was on tour. All of them varying in cringe, or like one was me blackout drunk. I kind of edited like a lewd. So like Reg gets to pick 1 through 8 if he gets a fucking prediction right, and I'll post that on my Vex Chaos Bringer Twitter, right? I feel like you're right though. It is.
I don't know. That would be interesting. Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen because I want to back off of it a little bit because I could be so fucking wrong. I don't know. I just think that'd be interesting if we want to go down like the dark Denji route. I mean, he's got like a. Because I think back to when Denji was like, you know, the part we always reference where he's like, I want 16 women, I want 30 women. I don't know how many he said, right? I want all the women.
I want a harem. Is basically
and
what he
you know,
said.
So like, and that's been that's been like what's driven him for so long. Was first it was tits, then it was sex. You know what I mean? And like,
yeah, like the second he got to grab Power's tits, it was like, now I want sex, right? And he could have had it with like Himino.
And the only reason and that was a moment where he still had his mental I'm glad you brought that up, because that was a moment where he still had his mental faculties and he still had his reason, and he turned it down. But now he doesn't have like, you know, because at that point he was waiting for Makima. That's off the table. He
had Makima in a different way.
Yeah, he ate her, yes. But anyway,
hey, 4 is a tag.
True. But anyway, now, like, again, that's always kind of been like a background motivation for him. Because I'm trying to justify this, because otherwise it sounds very weird. But like, I feel like a background motivation for Denji has always been that sex shit. Yep. And here he is, all of his reason and sanity breaking out, breaking apart. And there's a woman who canonically has said verbally wants to fuck him right in front of him. I just think, I mean, now's the time if you want to have Denji like go into wild harem sex mode. I'm just saying. All right, that is my prediction. Wild harem sex Denji. Let's go.
Yeah. My prediction is we're going to have like a mini arc of him fighting these fiends. Obviously, I feel like we're going to see him split, essentially like a BPD style split, right? What that means is like, he'll have like his normal like daily personality, and then he'll have like his
Chainsaw Man personality.
Yeah, essentially like
Vance.
Yeah, he'll have that to kind of cope with the loss, right? And that'll be the like escaping from public safety arc, basically to kind of further that plot line that was put out there. I have got to take a shit.
Well, that's perfect.
So
I wanted to end this anyway.
I'm going to stop the stream temporarily after I answer chat.
Just put up one of those like we'll be right back screens.
Sure, I'll do that.
You gotta just literally bring up a Microsoft Word document, type "taking a shit," and then put it up there.
Yeah, that's.
And then place and then like put the lo-fi to study to in the background.
Well, like my audio track is like a whole different fucking thing. For
anyway.
like the music.
Anything else? Final thoughts?
That's a piece for me.
I can't believe you fuckers made me clear out the room. Look at how empty and boring it is now. We gotta start adding shit every chapter now.
Yep. Well, I mean, now there's room to add shit, Red.
Yeah, that's true. At least Rios' art is still there. That's the best thing honestly, the peak of my YouTube career was that. Well,
at least Fujimoto didn't bring the chapter out on January 6th. He waited till the 9th. And with that piece.
Wait, hold on. Wait. I don't like that. No. Also, if Denji does fuck Fumiko in the next chapter, which, to be clear, I don't really believe is going to happen, but like there's like a 1% of my brain that's like, but what if? What do we add if Denji just straight up like mating presses Fumiko?
That chart I sent you.
Yes! And with that, peace.